All right, so moving on from the car, we're going to start working on the panels. First thing we need to do is start stripping them down more, get some of the stuff off, and then we'll get the paint off. And then we have like little issues that we have to fix. Like there's a little bit of rust right here. This is a very common issue to have in Supras. So if you have a Supra and you wash your car, make sure you blow out the hatch window because water gets stuck in there and that's what happens. So cool, we're gonna get this stripped down and get this in primer and along with the other panels. Okay, so I started cleaning up the rust a little bit. Here's a look at it. It came all the way under the seal even. This is the first pass of cleaning it up, just getting a idea of how deep it is. It doesn't look like it's going through to the other side quite yet. So we will hit it with some sandblasting and then just glaze over it with fiberglass actually. Okay, so this is a little sandblaster that we're going to use to sandblast that section. It's got a little rubber seal on it. You just kind of hold it against the section. It kind of seals it off and keeps sand from going everywhere. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I went over it again with a cutting wheel just to double check it. Seems pretty good. It's super lucky. I don't even think I'm going to use fiberglass to fill it. I think I'm just going to use body filler. Wow. That's really lucky that it didn't go through or anything. Looks really good actually. Yeah, I'm just going to probably use body filler. Cool. Okay, I quickly went over the panel with 180 grit on a DA machine. I'm going to try putting some paint stripper on it just to speed the process up and then keep the dust down a bit. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, I hate using this stuff because how nasty it is, but got it on. Hopefully it'll do. So nasty. Okay, so I'm about to do the fender. I was looking at it, I can obviously tell that the fender's been painted before. I don't know if you see all of the little pen holes and marks and stuff in the paint. It's a very, very poor paint job. I bet there's body filler in this fender, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to do some body work on it. Once I get it stripped, I'm guessing the body work's somewhere in here. Somewhere in this section, just because I can see like sanding lines that aren't prepped right. This side of the fender gets better. It's just all over here is where the really terrible work is done. So, oh yeah, I can actually, right about here, I can actually feel a bump behind the fender. So I don't think we'll be able to see that. Yeah, you can't see it on camera. It's right there though. Yep. So we'll have to body work that out once we get it stripped. Here we go. All right, so unfortunately, this is the new aircraft stripper. I was using the old stuff. They added this green label right here, which makes it a lot weaker, what I'm told. So we'll see how well this stuff works. I have a feeling it's not going to work very well, but we'll give it a go. I gave the panel a quick rough job, just so this has a better chance at biting through and hopefully doing something. But again, I doubt it's going to work that well. Here we go. Okay, so I tried leaving that stuff on for quite a while. Sometime later, I've been scraping it off actually with a razor blade. It seems like that stuff just doesn't work as good as the old stuff where you can just power wash it all off and all the paint comes off with it. So I've just been razor blading it all off. You can see how much of a mess is going on. And there's still a lot of paint left. It's been painted quite a few times, it seems. So I think I'm just gonna switch over to some type of like sanding paper disc or something. DA, and then you can see right here is that body filler I was talking about. It's under this section right here. So I gotta grind that out and then hammer it flush because they didn't even, whoever fixed it didn't even get rid of the low spot or high spot, however you want to look at it. Yeah, got that one going too. This is all OEM paint and it doesn't even seem to be crinkling it up at all. So yeah, it's just nasty, not doing anything that we want. So try scraping some of this stuff off and just switch over to DA because I could have been done by now if I didn't wait so long for this stuff. It's unfortunate. Okay, so I realize you guys can't see this that well on camera versus in person, but I got the dent out really well. Barely even there. On the back side, you can kind of see there was like a line where it was. I don't know what happened, but yeah, we got it out pretty well. There's a few little low spots, like right here, very low. Just I can't get to it because of the way the fender is. It dips in right there, so I can't get behind it. But I mean, that should be good. Just glaze over it with body filler and you'll never know. Gotta finish getting the fender sanded out and we'll be good to go. Cool. All right, so I got the panels all sanded down, got all of the prep work done. I got stuff masked off. We are looking to spray some epoxy primer now. Everything's cleaned up. We're over with alcohol, so the panels are all clean. All sanded pretty good. So yeah, we are looking good. Time to spray some epoxy. Here we go. All right, it's super hot. Epoxy is on. We're looking good for this set of panels. Next will be like the target top and the bumpers and the wing, I think. Yeah, we're looking good, guys. Cool. All right, so moving on to the next thing. We got the rear bumper. Took a little bit of damage from the accident. So we're gonna get that fixed up. It looks like we need to do just a little bit of plastic repair right here. Just a tiny hole and then some scrapes. So yeah, we'll get it stripped down and get that fixed up and get that prepped for primer too. Cool. Okay, so I got the bumper quickly sanded. I'm gonna try using the chemical stripper one more time. The new stuff, I don't think it's gonna work, but I just wanna test it. See how it works on the bumper. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be a lot easier for me. Okay, so I got the rear bumper stripped down. I ended up having to use a DA. That paint stripper literally did nothing, unfortunately. So now what I need to do is go and fix the little bit of damage that we had. See, it's got a little bit of hole right there and then a little scuffed up right here. It's a little rounded off, so I'll probably have to use a little bit of heat. To fill that, we're gonna actually use a plastic welder repair. So it's just gonna melt up some plastic and weld it in. and then that should be good to go. Here I go. Okay, we got it plugged in. I got it on preheat. That's going to heat up the iron. And then once that's hot enough, we can start melting the plastic into the hole. Cool. Okay, so now that we have a plastic repair with plastic, I'm going to just glaze over it with a body filler. The body filler we're going to use is this stuff right here. It is a actual plastic body filler. So get that mixed up and then get that thrown on. Then block it out and we should be good to go with the rear bumper. All right, got the target top here. Gonna start just sanding this down and we'll get that in primer too. Here I go. Okay, just a fun quick little bit of information. This has been replaced before the target top. You can see the clear coat. The cars from the factory don't have clear coat. They're single stage paint. So you have clear coat, your base color, sealer, primer, and then the black is the factory replacement primer that the panel comes with. So yeah, kind of interesting that this has been replaced. Alright, this is kind of cool discovery. So I'm sanding the wing away and you can see the color that was underneath it. It actually looks like it's RSP. I was thinking maybe it was Baltic, but no. Looks like it's RSP. It's a rare super color, so cool. Keep sanding it away. Okay, so I got the hatch sanded down quite a lot on the inside. We got the doors stripped down on the inside. Put a piece of paper in the inside too, because this will eventually be sound deadening sprayed, so we don't need to do anything with that. Doors are looking good, and then the target top is stripped down, and everything is masked off underneath. So we should be good there. I'm gonna move the car around, and then we can put some more epoxy primer on. Cool. Okay, so we're all prepped up. I wiped down all the panels with a cleaner solution, blew them all off, good. And we're ready to go. I even put some paper on the inside just to help keep some overspray down on the inside. Not a big deal though, even though we're doing the sound deadening. But yeah, time to spray some more epoxy primer. Cool. Okay, so last piece of the puzzle is the hood. We gotta get the hood installation off and get the hood squirters off from the inside, and we'll start stripping it down. Cool. Also, I made these little boards so that way when the hood's standing up, it's not resting on the actual hood itself, denting it. It's just on the boards then. So get those off. Good. Okay, sheesh. Got the underside stripped down pretty good. We're gonna flip it over now and do the top side. Whew. That took a long time to do. My neck is really sore from doing that. Okay, so I'm getting ready to strip the hood down. I went through and circled all of the little dents that are all over the panel. There's quite a lot of them, so we're gonna have to go through and get those all fixed. I don't know how many of these you can see on camera, I circle a lot of them. Another problem is people like to push the hood down. That's not at all what you want to do, especially because this is an aluminum hood. It's pretty soft metal. So when you're pushing it down, you're just causing giant waves in the metal. See how big that wave is right there? It's from someone pushing it down. So we got to get those all fixed away. It's going to take a while. Okay, so we're getting the bumper ready here. There's one little spot right here I'm gonna fix. See, it's kind of like rounded off and there's a crack in it. So we're gonna fix that crack and then get that filled up and looking nice. Again, in order for me to fix a crack, we're gonna be using a plastic weld repair kit. So we're gonna just weld some plastic in there and be set. All right, that's fixed up and looking good. Move on, get this thing in primer. Okay, so plastic prep is a little bit different than metal for getting it in primer. We're gonna clean the parts really well. I'm gonna wash them off actually with this soap, and then we're gonna use a plastic cleaner, and then we'll use a solvent to really let it dry off well, and then we'll be able to spray on a plastic primer, followed by a high build primer for the plastic parts. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I got the panels all washed off. I went over with a solvent wash. I blew them all down really well. It's getting pretty hot in here. So we're gonna start spraying some plastic primer, and then we'll go on to a high build primer. All right, last little bit to do is the underside of the hood. I got that stripped down and we'll get that sprayed now. Cool. All right, everything is in primer and we're looking good. The next step will be block sanding that all out and getting a high build primer going. That'll happen in the next video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what you guys think. Hit me with that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.